Bajuan.
Anyway, okay, so we're hopping right into the finals. Adapt versus... That's not right. Someone changed my title! Oh my god! Anyway. So yeah, guys, I know we're dropping into something else different. This is iCTF Finals, a season that OwnedWell has run off the back of our Global Unreal roots. So it's Instagib CTF. This is Raise Your Weapon versus Adapt. I'm not sure why it's AT, but... If you're
Only
wondering...
the first and last letter is what matters, so adapt. Adapt, Mr. Grins, get with the program.
No, I'm too old to adapt.
Too old to adapt, yeah. I guess so. He was going to extinct, but both teams with one grab apiece right now. Should be a really good game right now. We saw both of these teams blow out their other semifinal opponents last week. So these two teams are the cream of the crop, and one of them is going to be walking away with their first championship.
Yeah, buddy. Anyways, so I don't know if can you update the Dropbox? I don't know if Mess can hear me.
I believe Mess said he's going to do that.
Anyway, Paleface with a nice grab off of a double kill. Hit the spree. He's gonna pause up high on broken limits, and he's gonna drop down low. No doubt he's setting up a play. Rysis though with either a spawn or lurking there in kind of an odd position is gonna grab that. The other flag is actually trying to leave the base as Pull-Up shoots it. MP5 going down. But Rain actually playing D, which was my next question. He's going to be playing D with Rapture. Rapture, a face I haven't seen a whole lot. He's got 78 efficiency now on D, though, as Rain is actually only at 50. It's like Pull-Up is going to grab it, go up high, get nailed by Shots. Shots the other powerhouse on D. Going to be trying to lock it down with Rysis for Adapt. Kingsta staying alive quite a bit. He needs to make this frag before he can start a play. There we go. Kingsta's going to get one. Get the second one shot in the back. He's got a friend there, and MP5 is going to pick it up. Try and go low as the blue team was storming in, and if he had gotten out that doorway, it would have been a mad battle in the middle. Didn't quite happen. Oh, good. That's somebody updated my title. Thanks, guys. I heart you. It's actually, is that trademark now? I Heart Radio? Can I not say that? Am I going to get sued?
I don't know. I will represent you.
Thank you. So let's see how Shots is doing. This is really going to be the story of these games. Is going to be how well the defenses hold up. Shots definitely the highest. Is the highest numbered player. I don't think it's $1,000. Is it $1,500 now?
1500, yeah.
In the draft league. He's got 75 efficiency, and I think this is what people say is his best map.
Honestly, having played against him, every map is his best map. I hate that guy.
Yeah. Well, that's why he's rated so high, is he gets a multi-kill there. It's because it's not just his aim, it's his consistency at being really good. Scott, gonna bring it up high, drop it off to MP5. MP5 is gonna try and go out mid again, and then loses it at the doorway to mid again. And that's the second time AT has gotten a flag almost in mid on broken limits. And they're doing that on both Rain and Rapture.
Rapture. Yeah, Rain actually with 40 efficiency right now, so that is not typical for him. He's struggling right now.
That is actually strange. Rain actually being the $1,500 player at one season. He was playing offense that season, funny enough, with Bleh, and I think he was playing 3D in a weird setup. And they did really well. They didn't get to... I don't think they got to finals.
No, they got to the finals. That was the long EC2 against Fear, where Fear ultimately persevered. And he said, well, 3D is for noobs, and he hasn't joined a season since.
Yeah. Well, I think when people was asked, Fear said, yeah, been there, done that. But... I think we've talked about it before. Fear is the type of player who goes all in. Like, if he's going to do it, he wants to spend all the time in the world on it. And I don't think he wanted to take the time to try and put in the effort to be the champion.
No, but I think he's licking his lips at the prospects of an S-Stomp season, so we might see Fear entering the battlefield again. Possibly. Possibly maybe.
Yep.
So early on, we're about 5 minutes into the game. Both teams with a bit of pressure. Pull-Up, once again, the #1 attacker, as MP5 with a grab. What I'm interested to see is if the teamwork of Adapt is going to keep up from last week. I mean, on almost every play when we were watching them against the PPs, they had guys ready and they had guys together all the time. I mean, I saw more boosts in one game than I have in a season. So we'll see if they're able to do that against Rain and Rapture.
Yeah, well, they're the ones who've gotten the flags closest. They brought in 2 to the front doors. Paleface has had a couple good runs, and I think he's going to be the initiator for his team. He's got it now. He gets a nice frag going out. He's going to make it out the doorway. Again, Pulup's going to pick it up. It's going to drop mid, but 2 reds are there, and they're going to string it. A weird jump off to the left. I guess that was called. Sniped in the doorway, but shots with a double kill. Doesn't keep it alive. There's a blue guy underneath Rain. He's going to drop down and not snipe from that doorway, and that's going to be a seal and a cap for RYW. And I think we're going to see a lot more fallback on RYW, and that could be the end of Broken Limits, as you have 14 minutes remaining exactly in this map.
It could be, but I think Adapt is too good to get locked down. And also, I don't think RYW has the best 3D team. I mean, they have llamas like Pulip and they have frag monkeys like Paleface, but I'm pretty sure Adapt will be able to push through if they try to turtle this one too hard.
We're seeing a lot of blue coming into the base. I almost want to check and see if they're on 4 offense. I don't think so. As Rain goes down in mid, a lot of blue coming in. It's a good point. I really like the teamwork from AT. They don't have like the superstar offensive runners that you're used to seeing. As Scott's coming up left, they're gonna get double killed by Rain. The superstar attackers. MP5 is a smart player. Scott's actually a defensive player, but since there's Shots and Rices on his team, he's turned to running offense. Kingsta is probably the main grabber slash fragger.
Yeah, I think Kengsta is the primary offense, and he's also one of those guys who, assuming we're doing more seasons of iCTF, he's going to be getting a salary bump. Like, that guy is really, really good, and he sort of flew under the radar for the draft and for the league, but I don't think that's going to happen again.
Watching things quiet down a bit after that flurry of action. Watching Scott, I mean, this map is kind of weird with the portal. Come in, you gotta look backwards because a lot of defenders can see you from the gap coming in, and then you're forced to jump through the portal almost backwards to try and make shots on a camping guy.
Thanks for the grab right now. Denied up high. The biggest problem with this map is getting into the base. There's so many corners to camp in, and having people fall back, it can be really problematic to get the flag. But once you're able to get the flag and create some separation, there's a lot of room for creativity as RYW continues to put on the pressure.
Yeah, we've seen it done before. Also, the stall and base and set up a play. Paleface was trying to do it right in the beginning when we first joined the server. You can communicate with your team, be there, I'm going to take this route. As Since has got 2 guys, he got sandwiched there. Ice cream sandwiched.
Yes,
is he not how you want to... What?
What? No,
what?
Sorry. I apologize.
What?
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 What? As Rain's efficiency is coming up closer to 50%. Looks like he's settling down a bit. That's going to be a big factor for them going forward. This is still map 1 in a best of 5. So Rain is going to need to be big if they're going to ultimately walk away with the championship. Yeah,
he's going to need to lock it down. Rain is definitely the catalyst for his team, being the captain, setting up the plays. Paleface going quickly to the left. A nice drop down smooth. He's going to go in mid. There's 1 blue guy in front of him. This is going to be a duel for the cap. Blue is going to come on that one and lock that one down as 2 are coming in, but there was no red in sight. I think Paleface went so fast he wasn't able to call for help at the right moment, which in the finals, it's going to be real hard to solo cap. You got to be just super lucky, or you're hatchet and you pull like a 3x holy shit or something. But it is real difficult to bring one out yourself. We're going to see a lot more, I think. If a flag gets by itself in a base, they're going to stall a bit and then set up the play and bring it out. Paleface, though, we're talking about a lot. He needs to be big for his team. I mean, Rain needs to definitely be the voice on defense, but I think we're going to need to see Paleface start initiating the plays on his side. He's got Pulip, which is a good second man, and Sense, who's been playing really good this season. But I think Paleface definitely needs the one who's going to be manufacturing plays for caps. As I say that, Pulip drop down as he's trying to go quickly into mid.
So 1-0. We are at the halfway mark, 10 minutes in. Razor Weapon with the quick 1-0 lead, but still a lot of game to be played. As Sins is trying to add to it right now.
Yeah, Sins trying to stall right there on the side. Going left right off of the flag stand is quite difficult unless nobody sees you, and then eventually someone usually checks over there anyway if they don't see you.
Indeed.
But if you have no other option, it's better than just standing in the flag room and getting shot.
Well, we saw Paleface going quick left by dodging up and dropping down. That's effective too. Because on a map like Broken Limits, so many times people will do the stall, and a lot of times the fallback thinks they have time to get in position.
Yep. I think we're seeing a lot less action now in RYW's side of the map, which is bad for AT. Right when they had capped, there was a whole bunch of blue in the base all the time, but now I think RYW is kind of calming down. Maybe following a few peoples back into the base, being a little scumbaggish. As Sins is trying to kill 2 blue guys in the red base. Actually dies trying to chase down that one. Scott's gonna get a grab off here off of a flying attack. Nice double kill. He's got a buddy behind him. He's gonna go mid-low. Gets shot in the doorway. It's gonna be picked up by 2 blue right there. This is really good. He's gotta watch out for people falling out of the sniper area. MP5 is sniped and they win, but the flag falls down. They're not able to pick it up. Paleface, after getting the shot, flies in and returns it in the base.
I would pay to hear their team speak right now. That has gotta hurt. I mean, they had so many blue there, and then just the one red guy dropping down, and it dropped kind of in an awkward place. Tough to communicate where it's at, and 1-0 still for Razor Weapon. But as I said, even if they turtle up, even if they chase, even if they fall back, Broken Limits is a map where all it takes is one player to get a bit of separation, and they can even it up.
Yep, we got another grab. Paleface, this is the plays I'm talking about. Paleface is actually trying to stall. The blue guy's going to spot him and call that out, so they're going to collapse on him. He gets one frag, needs to get this second one. Doesn't quite hit it, but it's going to be picked up by his teammate. Never mind, Shots is on there to return it.
So, more pressure right now as Pulip's getting a grab. He's going to be spotted, leaving out high, but he's got 2 guys behind him. He might be able to dust him as he drops down to mid.
Yep. Snipes. Shots is there again. And this is why Shots is so dangerous. I mean, he's just everywhere, and his shots, he doesn't get, like, tilted and start missing, you know? Because that's that's why I don't play defense, is because I'll be good for about 5 minutes, and then I can't hit anything for 10, and then I lose the game.
I don't play defense because when I'm set, it's great, but when I need to get back into position, it is just a nightmare against some of these people.
Yeah, so consistency is the key. We're watching from Rain. There needs to be the unreal shots for his team. Missing a few. That blue guy's gonna get nailed on the bumper, though. Bumpers are death and insta-gib if someone's near you. So, I think for blue to get back in this, I think we're gonna need to see Scott grab and move it, and the rest of his team, like you said, teamwork coming in and escorting him out of the base. P5 and Kingsta need to start fragging for him.
He's putting really good pressure on. I mean, 9 grabs already, still 6 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. As I'm watching from Pulip right now, and Pulip's taking quite a while to get into the blue base.
Yeah, he's being dirty. It'll happen, especially in the finals. We're going to see a lot of people trying to shoot each other in the back. When you're as an offensive player, you're like, I need to attack the flag and keep the pressure up on the D so that D doesn't push up all the way to in front of our base and not let us out. But you feel like if I let that guy go, and that's the one time he grabs and caps, you know, I'm gonna kill myself. So you always just take the shots.
Yeah, so I thought that, but here I am, so I didn't actually do it. But, it's happened to me many times where I'm like, it's just one guy, what's gonna happen? And then you see him get a monster kill, and you're like, I've made a big mistake, because Pulip is killing spraying into the base. And lots of frags here.
Yeah, we were actually watching Scott trying to wait for his teammates so they all go in at once, but Pulip's gonna jump up high. He's gonna meet up with a buddy, and this is gonna be a boost across top if nobody stops him. There's one, it actually goes low right, and nice boost into the base off of 2 bounces, and that is a super fast cap. Good play set up by RYW, and their teamwork coming into effect. And that's how you cap something on defense such as Unreal Shots and Rises. You have to set up the plays.
RYW starting to look like Adapt from last week, so that was a really nice cap there, really well executed. They knew what they were doing, boosting out a high mid into their low right there, low left, excuse me. So, nice cap from the weapon raisers.
Yep, and we saw AT, actually, we were watching from Scott, they were meeting up and trying to go all in the base at once, 3 at a time. Because when you're playing a defense like Rain and Rapture, you're obviously going to lose one, and then what you'll do is the first guy will come in, they'll call that, and you'll hopefully stay alive and bring them off to one side, and maybe your other 2 guys can sneak in the other side without getting someone spawning on you and seeing you. That was used a lot in the olden days, like Corette and those other crappy maps with only 2 entrances.
Hey, you watch yourself, Mr. Grins.
No, Corette is not a good map. I don't care what you say.
Defined Unreal Tournament capture the flag. It just doesn't work anymore because everybody's too good. But when everybody had 500 ping, it was amazing.
No,
it was beautiful.
No.
It was beautiful.
No.
It was beautiful.
It was designed as a weapons map. That's terrible.
It was great.
It was
Thank
beyond.
you for agreeing.
No, it was a bad map. I actually didn't like it even when I played UT99 years and years ago.
Yeah, but I mean, I played it in the demo 99 to 2002, and it was just magical.
You know what map was great? Face.
I never liked Face.
I would grab the Redeemer, and then there was a little ledge you could stand on as you fell in mid, like I think in front of like the red base or something. And they would never find me. And pull up going low very quickly, trying to balls this out by himself. This blue guy that was going to body block him and then shoot him in the side. Paleface with a pickup somehow.
Yeah.
2 in front of him, or above him. He actually gets boosted all the way into his side. That's down, picked up by Sins, and this could possibly be a what the hell? Kingsta is standing on top of the portal, and the flag flies into him.
That worked out nicely for Kangsta. Almost 3-0. Razor Weapon putting really good pressure on despite having a 2-0 lead. And I think that's the way to do it. I'm watching their offense right now, and they're doing dirty shots in the middle, but they're continuing forward. And that's so important because it makes it really difficult for Adapt to push up, just because they are continuing to put the pressure. And even the flag runs where they're not actually trying to muscle it out to middle, that's more time that Adapt needs to focus on keeping the flag on the stand as opposed to attacking.
Yeah, we got less than 3 minutes remaining now. 2:40. Paleface with the grab here. I want to point something out as he goes mid. This blue guy. Oh no! The call is too late. Paleface going by him, getting boosted into his low. Yeah, and you see the teamwork working there with that boost and how that works from the flag carrier's perspective. He jumps and then gets launched all the way to low right or low left his base, and that gets the cap.
And that's one of those things where boosting and setting up that boost, it's not easy. You need to have the guy focused on shooting him. He's not covering. And so a lot of times you'll see a boosty go down or the booster going down as well. And it's one of the reasons why iCTF is still playable. It's still really difficult to cap, but being able to execute those boosts opens the game up as Pull-Up's going to try to add to it. I'm going to take a breath.
Yeah, I think AT probably has a lot more offense now. I was going to point out when we were looking at stats, as Kingsta's going left with a buddy. Both flags are out. Kingsta runs into a whole lot of red guys, actually jumps to a teleporter after a red guy and dies. Rice's with the pickup is going to go mid, so that's the defense trying to drop it. He's nobody to help. The call-out's good. Nice shot from Shots is going to save it for now. It's strung in. MP5 gets it. It drops low again. Is there a Paleface? Not a Paleface dropping low. He's going to pick this up. He's going to get shot again in return by Rain on the fall down.
That one's going to hurt. Again, that's the second flag that they brought to their base. They just haven't been able to execute and seal the deal.
Yeah,
Shots missing the bouncer there. Maybe intentional.
That's going to be probably all offense from AT. They need to do something right now because it's 1:09 remaining in the game. I was going to point out, looking at the stats, Sins has 98 frags. Tulip has 90 compared to the offense on the other side, which is in the 80s. And, Scott only has 59. So AT was not concentrated on fragging. I think RYW, after their cap, was able to frag massively. And then that was just way too much trouble for AT to keep the pressure up.
As Scott's going to try to make something happen going down. And I mean, from AT's perspective, they don't want to shoot the guys in the middle because that just means they're going to have to contend with them in the bases. Pull-up's out middle right now.
Yeah, Pull-up trying to go low right. Red able to seal that base up with their fragging power. Sin's getting a double kill cover. There's a blue guy in the base, unable to get it, and that's 30-second going off, and RYW is going to take map 1, Broken Limits. People calling out, why has Shots only got, I think it was something like 69? He's got 73 frags on arguably his best defensive map. Unknown as Pulip lags out. I'll miss you, Pulip.
It was the perfect time for it to happen with 10 seconds remaining, just keeping him honest. So, yeah, Unreal shots, he started with 70 plus efficiency, but that one quickly went down to 49. Both teams' defense actually struggling a bit. Rain with only 51 efficiency, that's a bit tame for him. Rapture holding it down with 62. And Rice is underwhelming with 44 efficiency. So the shots and Rice's combo really strong, but unable to have an answer on map 1 in the OwnedWell iCTF finals.
Yeah, buddy. Anyway, we're going into Dookie, and I'm going to step off for just a second, and then I will be back. So, Burb.
You will be back.
Talk to yourself, bucko. Just kidding.
Johann Sebastian Bach. I'm going to talk to myself. So, yeah, map 2 going to be Dooku. This one I actually think favors Raise Your Weapon as well. I've been wrong with all of my predictions, so I'm pretty sure I'm putting a hex on these guys. But I believe Raise Your Weapon is going to have the stronger fraggers. I'm not sure if Adapt will be able to keep up. I think Unreal Shots will do a lot better on this map, despite the other team having strong offensive fraggers. But I think Adapt is going to struggle to cap on this one. It's also a bit of a toss-up map in the sense that Dooku, if Adapt goes up 1-0, I can see them turtling and holding that lead throughout the game. So while I think Raise Your Weapon has the better chance to win, anything can really happen on Dooku if they get a good teamwork cap out. As it looks like they're actually going to swap Darkside in for Scott. So Darkside, a shell of his former self back from the Tal days, but still pretty good. And I feel like Darkside is a good match player when you're winning. He's ready to do the dirty things, be in the right place at the right time. However, if Raise Your Weapon goes up a cap, that could be disastrous for Adapt. I mean, the good things he brings to the table, he's also a morale killer when things are not going well. But that's a risky move there from Adapt. Likely pun calling the shot, maybe Scott? I don't know. So Darkside entering the game, gracing us with his presence. We might get a Darkside cam, we might not.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. I actually filled the airwaves up until you return, Mr. Grins.
Well done, friend.
Thank you.
Sometimes it's hard to just talk to yourself.
For most people, yeah.
But not for you?
Not for me.
Oh, okay, so you said Darkside coming in for, looks like Scott.
Yeah, Scotty Too Hottie doing the Swaparino.
I wonder if that's just a map-specific thing, or maybe Scott was having unfortunate ping, who knows?
What they might have looked at is Scott wasn't fragging that hard, although he was the top source of pressure for their team. However, I think they're thinking on a map like this, they might want Darkside in just for a fragging presence and also a fallback presence, assuming they're able to manufacture a cap.
Yeah, I have double crosshair. Finals, I think, told me how to fix it, and then I just forgot.
I think he keeps telling you, but you're just like, yeah.
I need to, like, write that down or something.
Yeah, dude, you should totally write that down at some time, maybe.
Yo, I need to write down your numbers. I forgot what joke that's from. Anyway, back into Unreal Tournaments.
Let me get your number.
Yes. Why don't you let me play music, man?
Can't do it.
Come on, man. Let me do it, man. Is there in-game music in this? Let's turn this on.
Nah. Don't do it.
I'm doing it.
Don't do it, Mr. Grins.
I want to microphones battle you.
I'm gonna microphones battle you so hard.
Weird.
I'm gonna get the microphones and I'm gonna make noises you've never heard in your life. And the microphones is a metaphor, friend.
Let's cut this out from the final production.
Excellent. Let's play music so it's muted.
Yeah! I'm gonna quickly play some Katy Perry so it's muted.
Two birds, one stone. God, I'm pretty sure if you started playing Katy Perry, we'd get a bunch of Katy Perry Twitch followers. The faction of people who just go to streams playing Katy Perry because they love her so much.
Yep. You know, some people think she's not hot. I think she's pretty good looking.
I'm gonna go against the grain here, and I'm gonna say I don't like her.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna beat you like a dark horse.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat your heart out like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to that. All right, guys. Chat. Katy Perry, yes or no? Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, please.
I hope there's going to be a lot of thumbs down. There's just something about her. She just seems like a...
Look at that. Look at finals. My boy finals. Katy Perry is hot, my friend.
Yeah, she just seems so generic with
What?
tons and tons of makeup. Yeah.
No.
Just an ordinary girl. Like, I feel like if I was driving down the interstate and I was stopping at a gas station and, you know, it was 2 o'clock in the morning, she might be working there. Just Katy Perry has more makeup. We've got
Look at all these ups.
Oh my god.
Look at that. Crash MC, we're no longer friends, though. Anyway, click in
Dooku is underway.
Yep, Dookie. So, Dooku, a map that everybody knows. In fact, people know it so well, it's become almost a harder map to cap. It's like impossible. Getting out of the very flag room is 90% of it.
Yeah, it's just so difficult with so many spawns there, everybody being so familiar with it.
Yeah.
Everybody knows how to play it. And we got the first grab from Paleface.
Yeah, he's gonna go down. There's one more red in there. We're watching from Rysis as they clean up that grab. And I think what it is, a lot of it is, everybody's been saying it for a long time, is the fact that everybody is hitting 45 accuracy. And the maps, like UT is not built for consistent people hitting 45 ac. I mean, what do you do against that? The hitboxes are too big. It's just...
There's nothing you can do. I mean, back in the day, there were only a couple people doing it, and they would make superstar plays. But it's hard to make superstar plays when everybody is so damn good. I mean, it still happens sometimes. We've seen some really crazy stuff from Hatchet and some of the other top guys. But it's just fewer and far between, which we're going to need to assess it. I mean, even going forward to UT4, how to make UT4 insta-give fun. Because I feel like 99 just... it lost some of its luster when it became too easy for some people.
Yeah, they weren't anticipating 120 or whatever it is now monitors and super fast computers as Paleface went up high but spawned on by shots. He's gonna shoot him, and that's what makes this map so difficult. Is that the spawns. If you don't have somebody on your path on the way out clearing it up, it's extremely hard to get your own cap in a league setting. In a pug setting, it's not too bad because it's not as organized.
Even in a pug, it's tricky, but yeah, in a league especially, and especially in the finals. But what I've noticed right now is I've actually seen 5 boosts into the blue high there, so that's definitely part of the Razor Weapon game plan. They're gonna try to boost as many guys high, put pressure on, make the defense worry about up top there instead of having them be locked into the base. So good teamwork so far. Sense gets another grab.
Yeah, trying to go up high up that bouncer is almost death if your flag room isn't completely clear. Let me just say that, like, anything off of the bouncer, people have practiced that so much. I used to be able to just spawn and then just jump and shoot you on the way up if you hit that bouncer because I knew the angle so well.
Yeah, it's just muscle memory. As Adapt getting their first grab 2.5 minutes in, dark side.
Yeah, that one actually goes down in the stairwell. It's still there. Rain's gonna come down and grab it. Pull up on the other side making a grab. This is a good opportunity for him, a grab off of the enemy grab, because then their defense, if they pushed up, is not in position to stop you. Also, the offense is going to be concentrated on one side trying to get that pickup. Paleface, though, not able to make it out of the flag room, as we saw.
Indeed. So, another boost into high. Blew up doing some work, running into a bunch of blue guys, though.
Yeah.
I've got to say, Razor Weapon is looking a lot better just in terms of teamwork, chemistry, even grabs right now. They've got 6 grabs total, each offensive player with 2 apiece, whereas blue team really struggling right now. Kangsta Fraggin just not able to get any grabs.
Yeah, pull up, making his way to the base, gets a double kill. Gets a killing spree, and then all of them, and another dub as he goes up high. They're going to spot that. There's the spawn. There's going to be stopped. Another blue with the call as he tries to take the fast rat out. Darkside hopping around in the enemy base is not able to get out of the flag room.
That was a really nice opportunity for Poo up there. He killed a bunch of the D. Unfortunate. I mean, he had to anticipate there was going to be a guy waiting by the stairs there, but if he was able to get that kill, he might have made it to his side.
Yeah, 4 blue in that base as 2 enemy reds come in. I think blue, or AT, is starting to realize the teamwork that's coming in from RYW. They boosted 2 guys in up high, and we're attacking the flag at the same time. A lot of teamwork coming in. I think looks like these guys have maybe practiced some stuff outside.
Oh, definitely.
Is Darkside playing D?
Darkside is playing D. He's realized that they're boosting in high, and so I mean that's what I said. Darkseid's gonna bring to the table is they keep sending guys into high, and I'm pretty sure they called it. They said, you know, there's just a constant pressure coming up top, and so Darkseid's gonna be there. He's gonna make sure everything's cool, calm, and collected, and then he's gonna push up. Just kidding.
So is Blue playing 3D?
I think they are and they aren't. What Darkseid's doing is he's sort of playing the safety role, as in, if he thinks you're putting on too much pressure, he's gonna stay behind and sort of smother it, and he's gonna push up when he thinks it's a good time.
I don't know if that's not. I don't think that's gonna work for AT. They don't need 3D. Plus, if you're gonna play 3D, why do you not have Scott in, who's a defensive player?
It's true. Well, I mean, Darkseid a bit of a defensive player himself, but as I said, the way he does it, it works out okay. It's gonna aggravate Raise Your Weapon, which should work out decently. He's actually pushing a bit of offense now. But I mean, I can just hear Darkseid. He's saying, look, there's pressure. I'm gonna fall back. It's gonna be okay. He actually suicides to the base, and he's very concerned about giving up that first cap, especially on a map like this. That's just a death sentence.
Yeah, Dooku is kind of a one-cap map now. That's the new meta for it.
And that's why I think going forward, a lot of people are saying, you know, remove Dooku, remove Dooku. It's the most popular map, but I actually think
double
it's
flag
not
grab.
suited.
MP5 actually going to hit the stairwell. He's going to go up alone. He's going to get shot on the bouncer. There are 4 red there, and that's the comms on RIW are on point. That's why I don't think, if they're playing 3D, I don't think AT is going to be able to cap.
No, I agree with you. I mean, Kangsta and MP5, we've seen them pull some rabbits out of their hats throughout the tournament, but it's going to be pretty tough. Is MP5 with another grab right now?
He's going to go low right this time. He's going to get shot. Now there's 3 blue out there. 2, 3 go down to Rapture multi-kill. Almost a pickup on blue side, but Rain's able to return that.
Almost picked up, and yeah, so there was a pesky red guy hanging out in their stairs there, which sort of threw them off. There were just too many guys to aim at. But Adapt with a really good chance there as momentum's starting to swing in their favor. I think Raise Your Weapon is definitely favored to win, but anything can happen. All it takes is 1 cap.
Yeah.
Which I think is unfortunate. I don't like when maps are decided by just 1.
Right.
First
We're gonna
cap
see.
wins.
Darkseid had a grab back there, so maybe he's changed up his stuff. Kingsta with another grab. I mean, AT's starting to get grabs now, which is a good sign for them. That means either the red defense is starting to get discombobulated a little bit, or unset, or they're starting to use a little bit more teamwork or finding a route into the base. So a lot of what offense on maps like Dooku is finding a route that's missing one of the defensive players, so you don't have to double kill to get to the flag. And sometimes that involves taking a weird route into the base. And once you find it, though, you can start getting a rhythm in there, and then it's up to their defense to figure out how you're getting in.
Oh yeah, and I mean there's even clever things that I've seen people do. For example, if they get boosted in high, they'll wait around a corner and wait for the other defender to push up a bit and just sneak in behind them.
Yep.
There's things you can do. They're not easy, they're not guaranteed. As Paleface getting a grab right now, going down quickly.
Yeah, a lot of blue having to respawn and run back in there to stop Paleface, which is a really good sign for RYW, because they want Paleface to initiate things. They want him to frag in and then be on the way out and then drop it to somebody. Is really what they want. It looks like the comms on RYW are really good. We've seen the plays on Broken Limits. It's really favoring them for this finals and to win the season if they keep up the teamwork. Yes. And
so, oh, go on.
I was gonna say, I think the meta for iCTF, with everything kind of focused on defense now, I think it's gotten to where the defense is so good now, everybody needs to focus on how to make teamwork work on capping on those defenses. And I think teams that are able to do that we're going to see consistently winning all the maps.
I agree, but I mean, teamwork only goes so far if you're playing a super talented team. I mean, me and Nob in past seasons, we had some crazy boosts planned. We actually boosted to the roof of Scandi back in the day. And so we had like all these crazy rune boosts, yada yada. And then actually pulling them off in a match when people are falling back and smothering, it's really hard to get some of these team play things to work.
2 red in the base now. 1 goes down, Paleface isn't able to grab. That's 3 defense again. Let's go check and see what Darkseid is doing.
Darkseid cam?
Yeah, if he's in the red base now, so not falling back, and I think that's why RYW is grabbing more.
Yeah, as I said, he's just one of those guys that if he doesn't like the pace of the game, he's gonna play 3D, wait until he feels like his team is in control, and then start pushing again. Which, as I said, when your team isn't losing, it's almost kind of soothing knowing that there's a guy there who, you know, that extra defender. But when you go down, oh my god, it gets frantic.
Yeah. So checking out the frag rates, a lot of the red team is in the 50s. We got some 40s, and Rain actually all the way down at 32, but he's got 50 efficiency. Over on the other side, Kingsta definitely ahead of everybody with 76. And most of them are in the 40s. Rice's and Shots are at 56 and 55% efficiency on defense. Rapture's got 59. Double flag grab here. Darkside trying to go low is taken down. The other flag is actually doing the exact same thing. Never mind, the other flag is in mid, getting hit, but there's 3 blue around that. That is a return.
Nope. Is it? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay.
Yep.
Whoopsie. That was a really good opportunity right there. The cookie did not crumble in their favor, but could easily have.
Oh, Riceus wanted me to give him a shout out. So shout out to you, Riceus, and CSGO. Don't quit your day job.
Riceus used to getting shouted at, not shout outs, but props to him for getting his first shout out.
Yeah, let's go
Good job,
watch him
man.
for a minute. Paleface with a grab here, actually killing the guy we're talking about. Goes up high and then dies.
That would actually be perfect. I would love to shout out Riceus and then watch him get capped on. Yo, shout outs to Riceus. What's up, man?
Yeah. He's actually going to be playing low right defense for his team. Unreal Shots taking the high side.
Actually, watching from Paleface's perspective, hit a really nice flick shot there. I think that's one of the things I love about UT99 Instagib, just some of the crazy shots that people can pull off. So, I mean, there's a lot of good and a lot of fun things, but there's a lot of things that need work. As we had a blue guy sneaking into the Razor weapon base, not getting anywhere, so 8 minutes, 15 seconds remaining, 0-0, and as we predicted, this one's likely going to be a one-capper. Hopefully no overtime, but we shall see.
Yeah, there's 8 minutes left before overtime. I believe someone's probably going to cap here. We've seen a few out in mid, not a whole lot, but once they start stringing things together, I think it's RYW is probably going to be the one to do it. AT has slowed down even though they are playing 3 offense, which is not the best sign.
No, but looking at Kangsta right now, Kangsta is an X factor. 90 frags already with just under 8 minutes remaining. So this guy's on a blistering pace. He's going to need his buddies to keep up with him. But he could definitely be a difference maker on this one.
Yep. So 2 red coming in low stairs. Actually, one sniped off. Watching from Sense, the blue team is just finding them for now.
Well, that's also one of the problems with Dooku is it's just so difficult to sneak in. It's just easy to have the entrances on lock. Because MP5 is going to grab, go down, and the thing is, even if you don't have the entrances on lock, there's a good chance somebody's going to spawn on you.
Yep. So you got to memorize the spawns and listen for them, and also be on the lookout for people hiding as you're coming into the base.
I mean, all while Unreal Shots is aiming at you. So yeah,
it's real difficult. But it's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna cap.
It'll happen, yeah.
So 3 blue actually attacking the base here right now. Paleface is gonna grab on the other side. That was a good look, but they're not able to get to the flag as all shut down. Ouch. MP5 on the attack run. See how Rain's playing.
Rain he's pretty solid. He's brought his efficiency up to 56, but it's looking like he's the secondary defender to Rapture right now. Rapture has been the guy carrying the heavier load thus far. As Kanks is getting a grab.
Yeah, there's actually no. All 5 red were in the base when he grabbed. They weren't in the flag room, but they were all in points in the base.
All 5 means all he needed to do was get a monster kill.
Yep. Yeah, Rain actually playing up low right to try and boost his team in. Spots the blue guy hanging out there. So I think Rain is actually spending a lot of time doing the boosts. He's setting up for his buddies. Yeah, see, he's boosting his teammates in there. And really that's going to make Blue really paranoid. As Darkseid gets the frag, he needs another one, but gets shot in the back on the way out of the flag room all on his lonesome.
I mean, that's just how punishing the map is. He gets a multi-kill, but he makes it, what, a dodge or two away from the flag? Need to continue the streak.
Yep, 5-minute warning going off on Dooku. Hadn't seen anything yet. Seen a few things in mid, but it's quieted down. I think all the defenses, like you were saying, their efficiencies are raising a little bit. So
raise your weapon is raising their efficiency.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Very good. Good job.
Thank you. So, we actually saw Rain was pushed up to do the boost there, and I think it's really worked in terms of the pressure, but that was where Darkseid was able to sneak in, so it's a bit of a gamble.
Yeah, well, that's that game you got to play as an attacker. You got to figure out that he's up a lot to try and do that, and then sneak in behind him, and then that it's all up to the top defender to keep falling back and trying to look for it, you know, or other players calling it. This is MP5 with some cover. He's gonna wait here, waiting. But I think his cover actually died, and now they're on the hunt for him in the base. They're gonna spot him here, so he's got to commit. Unable to make the frag.
So he definitely herped when he should have derped. It's unfortunate, hindsight's 2020, but that was not the greatest switch for him.
No, well, he thought his teammates were still alive behind him. He went back in the base.
I mean, I don't mind the switch, but I feel like you should maybe try to stall a bit there instead of it was too quick of a rotation.
Sin's actually getting boosted off to the little right off of a paleface monster kill, but Rice is spawning and sniping him in that bump room spawn.
Yeah, so that was a nice monster kill from Paleface, just not able to get the flag out. We've got another grab from MP5. He might create some distance here.
Yeah, this is going to commit, goes into the stairwell, and then insta-return as a red guy's down there.
That was really fortunate to have a guy down there. I was looking, there were 3 guys in the red base that he had just dusted, so had he been able to kill that guy, that could have easily been the game winner.
Red continuously boosting into the base. Look at them double boost guys up here. Really pressuring Unreal Shots a lot. And so Rice is having to do everything by himself down low. But Unreal Shots has got to have a ton of kills right now. He's got 92 compared to... Yeah. Well, Rice is still at 82. I think the red pressure is eventually going to crack him.
Honestly, I feel like if this was against any other defender, they probably would have cracked it by now. But Unreal Shots, he's a brick wall.
Yeah.
So, kudos to him, but I mean, the pressure they're putting on has been phenomenal up top, really keeping them honest. And I mean, if you boost the guy up top into high, you're really shaving time as well in terms of how frequently you're going to be in their base. So, good job there. Raise your weapon.
Yeah, if they keep it up, he's eventually got to go down. I mean, you have to miss sometime.
Also, what I think is crazy right now is Kangsta sitting on 127 frags, leading the server by about, 28, 30, and his efficiency is still sub 50. So for however many dudes he's killing, he's dying just as much as Kangsta has a grab right now.
Yeah, there's so many red in that base. AT needs to come in together. They're having trouble doing that. RYW seem to have a game plan with the constant pressure up high, and they're coming in together, which is really good. See, here's almost a double boost again off of Rain, just standing there, getting them both into the flag room. Kingsta, though, is able to grab because Rain was out of position. Rapture able to shut it down. So it's working out for them. I think they should continue. I don't think they're gonna lose this game because of the concentration on offense. They almost need to do it, just because they're facing Unreal Shots and Rises.
And I mean, going into the preseason, I questioned Adapt's offense, but their defense was never a question.
No.
Pun doing a really good job picking up those 2 players. And I honestly think Rices is at the point where he could easily be a primary defender, but he gets to hang out in Unreal Shots backpack all season, possibly get a ring out of it.
Yep. Paleface with the grab on the other side, though, is going to go flying up high and die on the spawn. MP5 with a grab of his own isn't able to go and do anything with that. I want to see some boosts in from blue side. I think they're just doing it on the opportune two guys being over there. They definitely aren't planning on it.
Yeah, it seems a lot more opportunistic than the game planned raise your weapon boost, but I've seen a couple nice ones from them too, just not as frequently as red getting two guys boosted in high right now. Will be a good attack.
Pull up, grabbing it, then dying. Paleface not able to get off the stand, and that's how it is. And that's a good setup because they had another red guy coming in low right as we're hitting overtime. Able to clear, and ready to clear the path on the way out. They're just not able to get it off the stand, and that's really what Dooku's all about: is getting it off the stand and staying alive enough to commit to an area. And then it's a mad scramble in the middle.
DD Dooku. Sorry.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
So yeah, we're in the dreaded overtime. iCTF's Bane. Also the Shoutcaster's Bane, and I mean overtime. It's a bit blah. Although on the bright side, this has been a pretty exciting game with the pressure being put on. But
yeah, Paleface actually shooting his red guy while they're already in the base for some reason. I don't know if that was like keeping his friend on his toes or what.
I think it was a love tap. He's like, hey man, I'm here for you.
Hey, I support you in whatever decisions you make in life.
Yep. All they needed was some cowboy hats and a mountain.
And a tent.
And a 10, yeah.
Yep.
As Darkseid's pitching one as he's camping in his base right now.
Yeah, and that's... It works for now, but I think ultimately AT might lose this map because of no O pressure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, looking at grabs, we've got 25 from Raise Your Weapon, and we've got 22 from Adapt, so they're not that far behind. It just feels like Raise Your Weapon is organized a bit better.
Yeah, their attacks seem more dangerous and more consistent. Watching Paleface get a double kill on the way in here. He's got another buddy, but he hits that bouncer, which is insta-death. Kingsta with the grab on the other side is able to frag two, doesn't get the third, and that's what makes it so hard is Kingsta, even with his huge frag numbers, he doesn't have support when he's in the base into the stand. MP5, obviously, like that's out of sync as he gets an ultra kill to get that grab. They need to sync up.
I mean, the ultra kill, it was a good attempt, but could you imagine if he had a buddy there? That could have been real dangerous.
Yeah, if he had been ultra killing while Kingsta was grabbing.
Yeah, and that's something that people were pointing out. They were saying there isn't enough teamwork, and I agree. If people actually had proper teams and there were practices, you'd have people in at the same time, and I think you would have defenses getting broken more. But I really do truly believe that people are too good right now, to the point where it would make a difference, but not enough of one. Yeah, looking at the frags, they're fairly close just by eyeballing it. I'd say that Adapt actually probably has a teeny tiny advantage just because Kangsta's, up in the lead there, plus 13 on Sens.
Yep. 50% on Rain, even though he's got low frags, but he's been concentrating on helping out his offense with the boosts in. And I'm really surprised that they haven't cracked anything yet. They're almost going to grab here. And that may be what's keeping AT in this game, is the fact that they're falling back so much on all this huge pressure.
Yep.
But,
definitely.
How long until something amazing and happens?
3.5 hours, Mr. Grins.
Excellent. MP5 with a grab here. Kind of a sneak grab. He was standing behind the flag for a little bit. No one knew he was there. Tried to go high, dies, but now Darkseid grabbing. And again, unable to capitalize. Sins in the base behind the defense. Good shot where he can get there. We are now in overtime. And Sins shoots shots on the way in. He needs to get Rices before he can get in there. Shots. Gets back, flies up, makes the kill for... He can react. And Sins has been playing really good. We've seen some nice sequences from him. This is a good look. 3 red in the base. They're able to frag 2.
I believe it was Paleface who gambled on the wrong side. He could either watch the bump or the side exit. He watched the bump and they came in through the side.
Yeah.
So.
And RYW is boosting each other a lot. They might just be on the game plan that as much as we can get in the base and keep trying to offset unreal shots and Rices. That's our best bet. And I agree with that. Because if there's constantly people in your face over and over again, you can't get set, and people are going to sneak in and get free grabs.
Yep.
Over and over
getting
again.
His 14th grab. There's 2 red guys together. They've got a bit
this
of organization.
is going to be a decent look. They're waiting at the top of this thing. There comes the boost. It's going to come over the side. It's actually going to get shot out of the air, and Darkseid falling back on the other side is able to return that.
Wow.
That was a good play.
I have seen some boosts before, and I knew that one was possible. I've never seen somebody try that in competition. They actually got him onto the upper lip there, and if they were able to hit that second shot perfectly, they could have got him halfway over high mid. So, really creative. That was actually amazing to watch, even though it didn't work out. Props to them for coming up with that.
Yep. So, I think they'll probably try that again. They stalled enough and they shot everybody and were able to get that boost, and that was the game winner. If there's going to be anything that breaks this stalemate right now. Again, I'm still favoring RYW to pull this out. MP5 comes up high. Kingsta is actually waiting for him up high too, at the spawn up there, blocking the spawn, which is good play. MP5 just wasn't able to get to him.
Yep. Really smart play. And I mean, that's why these teams are in the finals. If you guys are just tuning in, these are the OwnedWell iCTF finals. The top 2 teams are facing off right now. One of them will be walking away with the championship. 1-0 currently for Raise Your Weapon in the best of 5 series.
Yep, so we are in overtime. First cap is going to win it. Paleface actually not getting boosted into the enemy flag room this time. Paleface really, I think, has played really well. He's got 149 frags for his squad. 13 grabs, right under pull up at 14. And I think he's been a real big thorn in Blue's side.
Yep. Although, surprisingly, despite all this pressure, Unreal Shots and Rice is still keeping their efficiencies above 50, so there's just been a crazy onslaught, but they're keeping their heads above water.
Yeah.
Shots more than Rice's. Rice's just has like 2 nostrils above, but he's still doing okay.
He's got a straw?
Yeah, he's got a straw pretty much.
Yeah. Unreal Shots, that's why he's the top rated player in the league. When you have him on defense, you know, against this huge pressure, they're still going to be able to hold. Rice's is no slouch, especially at Dooku, because everybody knows this map. And it's a huge, huge defense to go up against, even with all the teamwork that Red is displaying. And I think AT with the fallback is really what's keeping them alive, but you got to question if they're going to cap. It's not just about playing defense for 12 years. Kingsta is a bright light for his team. I mean, he's got 169 frags, 9 grabs, a bunch of covers.
As I said, look at that efficiency. It's still sub 50, which means he's fragging really well, but he's also dying just crazy amount.
Okay, this is really good for Blue. They got 2 on this side. They're going to head toward the stairs. One above him. He gets to get shot in mid. It's still down. Red is just going to walk up and casually return it.
Red is actually halfway right now with the pickup right now from Pula. Rain with the pickup. This is dangerous.
Where is it? Okay, there it is. Yeah, that might have been it. I'm sad I missed the beginning of that. That's going to be the end of Dooku as RYW gets the map.
So raise your weapon with a 2-0 lead. Yeah, that was one of those cross grabs, and with the UT spec controls, really hard to keep up with it. Blue had a couple opportunities to return that in the middle, but unable to capitalize on them. So their backs are up against the wall right now.
All I want to know is, are we going to play Diamond Sword?
Diamond Sword will not be played.
Damn it, I quit.
We have the dreaded Mesmerize.
GG. Alright, so I missed actually how that started. I guess Blue had committed to trying to get that cap and then let Red grab one, and they strung it out the stairs. Is what it appeared to look like for me. And that is going to be map 2, again going to RYW, so now it is 2-0 for them.
Indeed. And so right now Adapt is probably thinking to themselves, not this map. They played the 90-minute overtime against Get Wrecked or Die Trying, and both teams got wrecked and their spirits died in the process, so not sure why they wouldn't eliminate this one, but I guess they're ready. They're probably thinking, you know, we have the endurance. We did this before.
Yep, so
let's get crazy.
Mesmerize is going to be map 3. Game match set point for RYW.
Yeah. I actually just want to point out that Pacos in Paris actually beat Raise Your Weapon 1-0 on Dooku. Just thought I would throw that one out there in week 1, but
Okay.
we're on to map 3 right now. Rain could actually get a clean sweep, which would be pretty surprising for me. Both these teams demolished their competition last week, so
Yeah, both
we'll
teams
see.
swept the semis to get
It
it
looks
to
it
the
looks
finals.
like Darkseid is getting swapped out. He's probably going nuts on TeamSpeak right now. That's my guess. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right.
Yeah.
The beauty of guessing things, Mr. Grains.
It's fun. Yeah, Scott is indeed back in for Darkseid.
I also want to point out how diverse the nationalities playing in these finals are. I mean, you have Sens from the UK, Rain from Canada, Paleface and Kangsta from Sweden, Rapture from the Netherlands, Puup from Finland, Kangsta Shots Rice is holding it down from America, and MP5 playing all the way from Israel. So many countries coming together in this OwnedWell finals.
Let's join hands and sing.
Yeah, it's pretty much the United Nations. Except
Kumbaya.
we're amazing.
Am I gonna get muted for that?
I think so.
All
We're
right.
gonna need to make it a parody and call it Kumbaya Grins.
Cause baby, you're a firework.
No.
No? Oh.
No, now we're definitely muted. That was too accurate.
All right. I'm trying to think of other Katy Perry songs.
I kissed Mr. Grins and I liked it.
Okay, I'm regretting.
You're regretting
everything.
starting this one? Yeah.
Regretting everything.
Now that I started. I won't go on to sing about your cherry chapstick. But yeah, so we're slow to get a click in for map 3 as both teams seem to be recalibrating.
What else is there? Hold on, it's coming to me. So, if this was Friday night, this would totally work out.
It would, but it's Sunday afternoon.
Oh, that doesn't work.
No, not as good.
Last Friday night, I played Instagib.
And
That's it.
that was it? You just played some Instagame?
Yep.
Excellent.
I actually played, I think, Counter-Strike with Rysis, and I decided that's when he asked me to give him a shout-out.
Oh my god.
And I told him, don't quit your day job. Because...
Yeah, the Counter-Strike scene, not for you. Although, I mean, the dude has really good aim. Just
He does.
a brain the size of a peanut, so that's working against him. But
he's gotten lost quite a bit.
just a few times. I've seen him where he's like 1-on-2 up against people, and he'll just run into a site with the bomb out and throw his gun away. So
I've
that was
seen...
that was a bit disheartening. But
We were
luckily-
playing and he called out his own teammate in vents, and he was like, I think one's in vents. And I was like, that's your teammate.
Yeah.
Please don't shoot him.
Well, I mean, on the bright side for him, you're not actually able to toss the Instagib rifle, so he's not going to need to worry about losing his weapon in this one. Rain's team will be raising their weapon, and Risis, if he ever captain, his team should toss your weapon.
Yep. I like
Dude
it.
is crazy.
Oh, Scott giving a shout out to me and Paco. What's up, Scott?
Yo, what up, Scotty Too Hottie?
It's time to potty. All right.
I don't know if that was a Boston accent for party or something more inappropriate and sinister, Mr. Green.
Get in the car. We're gonna go play some cards.
Dude, you know I hate Call of Duty.
No, some cards.
Dude, I hate it.
Cards. Like with poker.
Oh my god.
What's wrong with you?
You're doing a bit of Long Island there. I'm hearing a bit of big boy shining through.
I'm everybody. Mr. Grins is all of America.
Oh my god.
I
Your
have-
American accent is getting us muted 100%.
Yes.
Somebody's got a copyright on that. As all of the blue team are clicked in, Rain the last one for Raise Your Weapon. He's probably pumping them up. He's like, boys, this is it. As they're all clicking in right now.
I'm pumped.
I'm also pumped.
I'm pumped. I'm shocked, Cotton. Anyway, we're going into what is possibly the last map of the inaugural OwnedWell iCTF season. Let's start off with Sins. RYW is your red team. Your blue team is the @ symbol. Just kidding, it's Adapt. Sins is going to get the first grab off of this and explode on the stand. And that's the way Instagib do. They don't think it do what it do, but it does.
Hell yeah.
I think I said that right.
I think there's no wrong way to say it.
Thanks, man. Anyway, so Mesmerize, if you don't know what this map is... I'm typing in the server, oops. If you don't know what this map is, it is a long hallway of death. I will fly you from one flag to the other. There is the low route, which is most flags are going to drop either low left or low right. And then, bam, you got a mirror image all the way to the other flag stand. And most defensive players will play one guy up in this room and then no one in the main flag room. Paleface with Pull-Up already trying to bring it out real low, which is farthest any flag has gotten so far. There are other high routes that you can take. They're much harder to get there. We're going to see some stalls, I think, in the flag room after they kill the D, and then maybe come up below or top right, top left. But all the spawns are kind of in this area, which makes it difficult to do just about anything up there.
Well, I think some of it might have to do with the zoning or the algorithm, or I don't know what it is, but there's a couple spawns that nobody ever seems to get. So there's multiple spawns, but everybody's just so used to the main culprits.
Oh, so there's actually other spawns coded into this map?
Yeah, there's other spawns, just people will never get them. It's kind of like Peak and Estom, where there's a couple in the back area or on the ramp, and maybe you'll get them for the first spawn in the game, but for some reason or another, the game's like, hey, this isn't safe. And we're all about safety first here at OwnedWell.
Darn right.
So
I'm actually wearing a seatbelt right now.
Are you? I'm wearing goggles.
It's because I'm so pumped and hyped for this. SMP5 is going to get a grab. Down low. Opposite grab on the other side. Sense is almost by himself, but the defense had pushed up and was able to fall back on him as he went too fast. I think a stall there would have been
it could have
good.
worked, but I feel like on this map it's impossible to juke, because if you have one guy watching, you can make sure that he hasn't left. It's one of the problems, just everything is so visible in this outside area in front of the bases. But on the note of seatbelts and goggles, I'm actually wearing a construction helmet as well. Yeah.
Pull-Up moving it a little bit, not able to get away from both defensive players with not making a frag.
MP5 trying to get sneaky there. Skanks is going to pick it up. They're actually a quarter of the way out as Red is just pouring out from the bird's nest. That's what I'm going to call it from now on, the bird's nest. Lots of baby birds being hatched up there.
Isn't that what Detox used to do?
Yeah, he would do the caw. It was because that one, I think it was the Masters, where the guy went behind the screen. He was just like, "Rah, rah," and the guy's like, "Enjoy your jail cell, buddy." Like he's gonna go to jail for that. But
what the hell are you talking about?
you don't remember? It was from that golfing incident where the guy sort of photobombed it and said it was a video bomb. Made the bird noise. You just missed the history. Okay, as Pull-Up getting a grab.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yep. So, nothing really happened yet. We've had one flag make it out into the secondary room so far. This map is quite young, as it were, in time. It's 16 minutes remaining in what is possibly the last map for RYW. They are on match point.
Yeah.
AT needs to get it together, get some teamwork going on.
They have been on quite the tear. This is a really good map for Adapto. They're super strong on it, but it's kind of like Dooku in the sense that it could easily be decided by one cap, and Razor Weapon definitely has the right team for a map like this.
Yeah, I think Blue AT just needs to trust in Unreal Shots and Rices to lock it down and then concentrate on offense, and I think they'll do okay. Sense is actually trying to bring it out low. Blue is able to fall back on that one as the other flag was taken out, so Red needed to make sure to clean that one up before committing to move it further. If you guys are wondering what happened in the Duel or Die earlier, Blad took down Blackout in 3 maps, so it's going to be Snakesta versus Blad in the finals for Duel or Die, which is going to be quite exciting. Right now it's Instagib iCTF finals. OAW up 2. Are on Mesmerize. MP5 with the grab. Didn't do much of nothing. Scott actually dropping it for MP5, and that's what I think our AT needs to do, as Pull-Up is actually getting boosted low. It's going to be quickly into his base, and that is the play set up. And that's how quickly it can happen in Mesmerize. It's tough to have two people alive and the ability to do that. Because that's going to be RYW taking one.
It's really difficult, but it's the go-to play. And I remember we were watching Heitch playing with Rummy, and he actually, I saw it happen more times than I've ever seen it before. He had a second guy in the base with him, but they weren't going for the boost. He was doing a wiggle and some crazy stuff.
Sins is dancing. Yeah, unable to stay alive.
He's dancing. He started playing some Katy Perry. I know I did. I did. Paleface with another grab.
I actually have construction shin guards on and gloves for this one. The motorcycle gloves with the fingers cut out. That's what I'm wearing.
Yeah. Well, I have a jock strap, but I took the cup out, so it's more underwear. More of a fashion statement than anything, but I think it keeps me safer than your typical underwear. It's Paleface with another grab. Looking like really good pressure being put on from Razor Weapon. They've gotten up a cap. They're definitely fragging a bit more than they were before, but they are not neglecting Adapt's flag.
No, yeah, at AT, I think, you know, what do you do? Like, what's the call now? You got 13 minutes remaining. You can leave it like it is right now, but I think RYW is going to fall back a lot more. Maybe not, because they got 3 people in this base, and that could be gone. It's dropped low right in front of Blue's base, as they're all there to fall on it. Well, that's real dangerous if RYW continues offense like that and pressure.
Yeah, that was a really, really, really good opportunity right there. Doesn't work out, but they had 3 guys there, and I think he landed the boost, but Kangsta was able to kill him right as it was happening, so it sort of negated things.
Yeah, watching from Pull Up is definitely fragging and not really dodging his way to the base in any sort of hurry. So that's what AT is going to have to deal with now that they are down 1-0 on what could possibly be the last map in this season. There's a grab here that is actually made out in front of the base of RYW and then finally returned by Rain. Another grab here as Kingsta is going to pause in the base, and this is going to be good if he can set up this play. There's a spawning Rain up high. Rain happens to jump into the flag room and catches the glow and the shot.
It'd be nice if the map was more viable leaving out high. There would be an incentive to do it instead of just going out low every time. I think that's one of the areas that it's really suffering. The runs are predictable. As Kangsta's going to go down.
Yeah, there needs to be a few more options of, you know, if when I stall, can I go away that is wild and different.
Yeah, like is it worth it? And right now, it's not worth it. I mean, going low is the go-to way to go every time. Scott's
going to make it here. It's going to be picked up in P5. This is going to be a real good look. It's going to be low left, and it's not able to be strung down the tunnel. Rapture is going to make a kill, and Sins with a double is going to seal that up, as there was a blue guy there to keep it going. One of the defensemen had pushed up, but it was too late.
Rapture with the Gemby finger wag, not on my court, as keeps it 1-0 right now for Team Rain, and it has been a real drought for Adapt since they capped a flag. Have they capped one yet? What was the score in Broken Limits again?
I don't know. Like 3-0?
Yeah, I believe this is a complete shutout right now. So, Adapt proving they're unable to get on the board thus far.
Grab here from MP5, trying to cover his flag carrier. There's 2 red up high, and this is what makes it so difficult. Gets 1, gets 2. This is going to be great if he can keep it going. It's going to get stopped and then shut down on the way out of the base, and that's what makes this map so hard, is that everybody is now there, even after you make the double kill to move. Got to trust in your friends to clean it up, or you have somebody there with you to make that play and a boost out quickly past the danger zone, as RYW did. Paleface with a monster kill grab tries to leave out low right.
I feel like when you said a boost, you had a bit of a smirk.
No?
Never mind.
Oh, you're trying to think like I'm Canadian?
Yeah.
It's a boost.
A boost.
It's a boost time. There's a grab from Paleface again. Yeah, Paleface has been a monster this match.
Yeah, he's tenacious. He's definitely the X factor thus far on Mesmerize. 81 frags, 6 grabs, and he's just keeping up an onslaught of pressures. We're at the halfway mark roughly. 9:40 remaining, and Razor Weapon looking like they're going to do the clean sweep. Yep. And by clean sweep, complete dominance with wins and caps, etc.
Yeah.
As-
Rain
I
actually
also-
got 60% efficiency now. He stepped up from Dooku, but Dooku I think was playing more of a utility play. Our Paleface actually trying to go up a little right, just looks away right when somebody jumps up to shoot him.
Yeah, well, I think he had confidence in his team to switch up his role. He figured, you know, I don't need to be a frag monkey defender. I can be the guy doing the boosts, making sure everything works, making sure everything flows. As pull up with another grab here. He's gonna get boosted.
Days
Making it
low,
past a
right?
couple blue.
Picked up once, gets boosted back by a red guy who was still in the blue base. Gonna get stopped on the stand. I don't see anybody blue coming in. They're gonna shoot him twice, as I guess there was two blue players coming in low
Yeah,
as he got sniped.
They were there, just unable to execute. As Pulip is gonna get his second cap right now. MP5 dropping.
Uh-oh.
Not sure what's going on with him.
Uh-oh.
There may or may not be trouble in paradise. MP5 dropping, Darkside hopping in. It looks like that was calculated, or maybe Darkside was on TeamSpeak, heard it, and he was ready to jump in.
Unknown.
Really-
His Paleface is trying to move it a little bit. Didn't happen. So there was a player switch out. MP5 though is not somebody I think you need to drop if you're trying to win.
No, the only time I could see that happening would be, you know, if he's saying to himself, "Guys, I'm playing horrible. Get me out of here."
Yeah. So MP5 down, Darkside in. If they want to try something, who knows? 8 minutes remaining in this one. AT definitely needs to pull something out of their hat. Rices is apparently on offense, so they've changed it up. Probably running 4-0, maybe leaving the shots to try and anchor it by himself. But this is going to be dangerous because RYW was already making grabs. We're watching Rices with it now. He's got a nice ultra kill coming up high. Misses the monster kill. There was 2 red there anyway. Not able to do it. Kingsta going no. He's got 2 blue there to cover him. Oops, I'm on the wrong side. Let's see if I can watch this. He is trying to string it back. Oh, almost returned on the inside of the base. There's another red guy there. Sins with the double kill is going to stop that. As blue is unable to seal up what's going on. Shots is getting a monster kill here, and I think this is going to be wild here with lots and lots and lots of AT. I think they've pulled the cord and decided to go all in.
They need to at this point. I mean, you stick to the game plan, and you've all but guaranteed a loss, as there's just a sudden flurry of offense. Kangsta with a grab here.
Yeah, unable to get up to that side. Sense, on the other hand, though, is going to take it and hide, and I like this play because now AT has to stop their pressure and look for this guy. Is he out? Is he in? Is what's everybody saying? I don't know where he is. AT Kingsta is just going to grab on the other side. Sense is still looking at a wall, taking a nap. Kingsta's actually trying to go out high. This is going to work. No, it's going to get shot on the way. They found Sin. Sin is going to die. This flag for red is in the middle perch. It's finally returned by Pulip.
The bird's nest.
The bird's nest. Is RYW. They're setting up a play here. Boost it down low. Face plants into the wall, but it doesn't matter. He's already on his side. This is a possible 3-0. Nope, never mind. Kingsta's there to return that.
Another really nice return from Kangsta. So he's trying to keep a minute. 2-0. 6 minutes. 15 seconds remaining. Not looking good.
Kingsta with the grab here. He's actually going to walk it out of the base slowly. 3 blue were there, but unable to get it past that first room. Sense, on the other hand, has the flag up in his blue base top. Loses that one. The other flag is trying to come out high again. Lots and lots of red in this secondary room area is really locking everything down.
Indeed.
Yeah, Pulip is now looks like he's playing defense. So they may be almost all D for red or playing really, really slow. They're pushing up now as Paleface gets a grab. We're watching Pulip going for the pickup. Doesn't make it. Scott, on the other hand, is trying to come out low. We're going to pick him up as he goes down into low tunnel. All the blue are eliminated before they can keep moving it. And there is just so much frag power coming out of RYW now. They're going to lock this down. Is going to be my prediction. They got 5 minutes remaining until this is going to be the new champions.
Yep. And so, I mean, not completely over yet. 2-0 is nothing on a map where it takes about 11 seconds to cap. But Adapt is going to need to make something happen ASAP.
Yeah, we're watching Pulip slowly make it into the base. He's going to get a grab, but one guy spawns on him.
Yeah, and they're frantically trying. I mean, they realize that their tournament life is at stake here, but just suffocating from the red team right now as they're shooting everybody who's trying to make it in.
Yeah, Shots is, I think, yeah, Shots is the lone defender on AT right now, which is a good call. He's going to die. This is going to be dangerous as there's 2 red in this space. They can set up this boost area again. Philip trying to go high, makes the secondary frag. He's going to get up high and then sniped. That's picked up by Paleface, who moves it a bit. Kingsta's there for the return. You have 4 minutes and 19 seconds remaining. Rices is up to 109 frags, tied with Sense.
Yep, but still behind Paleface, who's rocking a 115.
Yeah, he actually has been a major player for the RYW team. Darkside trying to go low. It's gonna go out the entrance, and it wasn't actually picked up. I think the blue guy thought he grabbed it and then dodged backwards by accident.
Indeed. So
Shots
I also
for the
wanted
monster
to
kill.
point out right now, Pulip has been on a lot of winning iCTF teams. I feel like this guy is the Robert Horry of Instagib CTF. He's gonna hit the big shot for you.
Der big shot.
Mr. Big Shot.
Yes.
The Finnish Robert Horry. That's Pulip.
Good job. I gotta admit, I don't know who that is.
You don't know who that is? Oh my goodness, Mr. Grins.
Nope.
Hit some of his biggest shots in San Antonio.
Golf?
Yes.
Awesome. Paleface with a grab here. Gets blown up. He's trying to leave the flag stand. 3 minutes remaining. This could be it. AT needs to pull something fancy out of their fanny pack. I actually have a tool belt on.
Yeah, well, I took my tool belt off because it said no tool belts past this line here.
Oh, Paleface stalling, and that actually works as nobody spawns there. I don't know if you can block that spawn, but maybe he got lucky.
I think he got a bit lucky. He also had his buddies there, too. So, that, I mean, that's an instance where high is viable, just it's not that likely, as it looks like he's going to try the same thing again.
Darkside getting boosted. He's going to make it half past mid. He's going to string it to his base. Running backwards, actually gets another kill. Dying in his entrance, though, is not planned. Picked up by Rices. Rices is in the base all on his lonesome. Here, Paleface is dropping his. Rices is there for the cap. 1-2.
2-1, so Adapt finally makes it onto the scoreboard. So 2 minutes left. This is going to be frantic. This is going to be crazy as Darkside with a grab. Lots of red here. Mucho.
Yeah, so
Muy rojo.
2 minute drill.
The 2 minute drill, is that in your tool belt?
Nope. It's a Makita.
Oh, okay.
I've got nothing but screwdrivers and a drill.
Excellent.
I'm ready to put some holes in some things.
Nothing like orange juice and vodka. Lots of screwdrivers, baby.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Paleface.
Yeah. Minute 30 left. Raise your weapon, looking for the first OwnedWell iCTF championship. Will they do it?
Possibly. Maybe.
Only time will tell.
1 minute and 16 seconds is going to tell us. As I think probably RYW is all defense right now. As I say that, Pulip's going to grab it. I like the play. I like this play. I don't even think he needs to go for that. I think he just could have stayed in the base and had
hang out in the base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sense is going to pick that up off of a monster kill. Somebody on red had a monster kill. Returned by Shots. But that means there is only 53 seconds as the 1 minute warning goes off. Pulip actually making another grab. Let's switch over to Scott. Scott is dead. Pulip with this one is running low. Pulip's actually running at that flag. He's going to get it and then into the base, make the return, and then the cap, and that's going to be it. That is going to be GG. Calling it now. You got 35 seconds before we crown RYW. Because AT had decided to go all offense, that's the hazard of going all in. As Paleface, no, not Paleface, Pulip brings one out. Shots with this one, trying to make magic happen. I believe in magic, man. It is McDonald's. I do like chicken nuggets. They're going to bring that out, and that's going to be stopped right at the entrance there. Paleface makes the return. You have 10-second warning going off. RYW is going to be your first OwnedWell iCTF champions as Rain again wins Season 1 for iCTF.
Yep. So he keeps it consistent. Well done to him. Well done to Raise Your Weapon, Adapt. This is going to close out the iCTF season. I mean, I feel like we had a lot of ups. There were a few bumps in the road along the way. But overall, congratulations to Raise Your Weapon. Congratulations to Adapt for being the runners-up. Big thank you to Mr. Grain's Mess, our caster, Scott, who's done crazy good stuff with design. All the admins who have been busting their tail every week. I mean, there's too many to name. You know, Monk, Chica, Ulo, Scream, FlowX, all these guys, and even the community and everybody who got together to get the season. I mean, we had 240 signups, and we had a lot of great games, a lot of great activity, and big thank you to everybody for taking part in this. Figured I'd also take a couple minutes now to make a few comments. Even, I mean, I commented on it throughout the season, the state of iCTF. I think it's not in its greatest state. I mean, I think between now and if and when we do another season, I mean, with UT4 around the corner, who knows when that might be. I think we really need to think, not even just for UT99 in terms of UT4, how to make iCTF more compelling, more interesting, better to watch, better to play. Because I think the meta of mass defense doesn't produce the most exciting results all the time. And I think we can do better. And I know Mr. Grins probably agrees with me on that one. But that's going to be something to think about in the off season. We have Shock Domination that's going to be coming up. That's going to be going down in January. We're going to be opening signups fairly soon. And we're going to try to get the Duel or Die finals played. So